Wars explain the Blackwing virus. This is basically a worse version of zombieism. This was a terrible virus that was created 4,000 years before the Empire by the Sith Lord Darth Dreer. The main ingredient that was used to create this virus was this force-sensitive and fully self-aware flower called the Murakami Black Orchid. And it was said that because this virus was created with a sentient flower, the virus surprisingly became self-aware and wanted to recreate itself. Darth Vader learned about its existence later on and ordered it to be weaponized, and it became known as the Imperial Bioweapons Project I-71A. Because they wanted to use it to wipe out the rebels from the inside. However, like all good, terrible viruses, there was an outbreak. On the Star Destroyer Vector, a modified version of the sickness was accidentally unleashed.
But before I go, I just want to get this off my chest. That shit was not my fault. Y'all are trash. And I mean this from the bottom of my heart. Y'all are trash.
Those who were infected would die and then turn into undead hive minds controlled by the virus. Their bodies would become extremely decomposed. They began to attack and try to infect any living thing they saw. And what's even worse is they had enough intellect to pilot ships and even use weapons like blasters.
I love to see that in a game because I'm not a big Star Wars fan. Like, I grew up watching like the anime series and then on to Star Wars Rebels as well, but I kind of just stopped for whatever reason. I wish I didn't. I never imagined a counterpart pretty much of the Flood in that universe, because at the end when they said they can pick up weapons and pilot shit, that sounds like the Flood to me. I don't know, that sounds crazy. That does bring up an interesting question though. For those who know very good enough information about both, who do y'all think winning in the fight, the Flood or the Blackwing virus? Me, I'm only gonna say the Flood because I know more about the Flood, but I'll do my research of course, and then I'll come back to y'all on that. But y'all let me know down in the comments. You know, that's high key now that I think about it. That's some Resident Evil shit. They trying to release some kind of bioweapon just for it to turn on everybody and everything, including themselves. Like, I don't know. And really not even just Resident Evil, any dumbass villain or antagonist in the show that just is greedy as hell and is trying to get revenge or some kind of position of power just to fumble from their own creation, like Goofy. Subscribe to the YouTube channel.